The Rock Island Armory VRPA40. Let's check it out. Rock Island Armory introduced their VR series of shotguns. 12 gauge semi-automatics. The VR60 looks like an AR-15 or an AR-10, has all the same controls, just a great shotgun. Then they released the VR80, which is a semi-automatic as well, but man, that thing is highly versatile. We did a full review on it. They have recently reviewed the VR100, which is a bullpup design. But today we're going to take a look at the VRPA40. This is a pump action 12 gauge, box fed, 5-round magazines, and it fits the same VR pattern magazines. And it can get really interesting. Now, we recently did the Suits Holiday Gift Guide on GetZone.com, and one of the guns featured was the VRPA40 with a lot of other cool things. I'll have a link down below, check that out. And I want to thank Rock Island Armory for sending the VRPA40. Guys, it took me a while to get that name down, to the point where I like to say it's the VRPA40. Guys, this shotgun is just solid. It goes along with the VR line, which the VR60, the VR80, which we've done reviews on both of those. They're just excellent semi-automatic shotguns, but this one is a pump shotgun, but it's box fed. And guys, here we have the VR80. I mean, this thing is just incredible. I highly recommend checking out the review. This is a very versatile shotgun. There's a lot of things you can do to this gun. One of the great things between these two in the VR line, though, is it does accept the VR80 magazines or the VR60 mags in the VRPA40. And so that gives it great compatibility between the two. And guys, if you start looking for the VRPA40, these will not be available until January 2020. Now, to make sure the gun is unloaded, we're going to drop our 5-round box magazine, go ahead and pull back on the pump and make sure that the gun is unloaded. One thing you're going to notice, though, is this mag well. This is great to be able to load these mags in, and with the box feed, you need that mag well. It is flared, and they go in really solid. Right here you have your mag release, very similar to the AR-15, and just be able to bring that out. Now, to release your bolt, just hit this button and pull back, and then you can load your rounds in. Very smooth action. Now, it has a 20-inch barrel. It has a hard anodized finish, and this part is aluminum, and then we have a polymer lower receiver with a mag well. And guys, the weight is 7 pounds, 6 ounces with the magazine. The barrel is 18.5 inches. It does have an aluminum heat shield. We have Picatinny rail right along the top, so you can put whatever kind of optic you want. We have a ghost ring in the back that's protected by ears. Then we have a fiber optic front sight with a serrated ramp. Polymer stock with a pistol grip. It does have a recoil reducing bud pad, and guys, with the way this thing is shaped, it just fits right in your shoulder. It comes with a modified screw-in choke. But also included is a full choke and a cylinder bore choke with a wrench in this little case. Now, one of the great things about a pump shotgun is they are just reliable. And with the super smooth action that the VRPA40 carries, it just gives you a lot of confidence at the range. Especially the Fiocchi high velocity 2 3/4 shells. It does also take 3-inch shells as well. The 5-round steel box magazines are excellent. When you're feeding them, though, because of the nature of these rounds, typically I'll push down a little bit on the front of the round and push it over so it doesn't get hung up on the brass. But once you get used to it, it doesn't take long to be able to load these really quickly. Man, that's 5 rounds of firepower. But then you've got an extra magazine to throw in there for 10 rounds pretty fast. And guys, again, sky's the limit. Now, taking the VRPA40 out to the range, you know, it feels like your typical shotgun. It does have that nice recoil pad, which does help, but you know, it's just 12 gauge and it's physics. But if you can handle any standard 12 gauge shotgun, this is no problem. The lightweight though definitely makes it handy to use. But the big plus for this shotgun is the box fed magazines. And of course the 5-rounders work flawlessly, and they have with all the different shotguns. When it came to the 9 and 19 round magazines, they also ran extremely well with the pump. Now right at first when we had the VR80 and introduced those magazines, there was a couple of hiccups right up front. But after those mags got broken in, we had no malfunctions after that. I mean, these magazines are really capable. And guys, even though they do extend way out, they're definitely a huge advantage for having multiple rounds. And when it comes to 12 gauge shotguns, you're typically pretty limited. This just gives you a lot of advantage. And then you got your 5-rounders, which are excellent. And guys, typically with Rock Island Armory, the price is right. Now, another great feature of the VRPA40 is the disassembly. This pin right here from the other side, just push it through, bring it out. It is captive, and then the entire trigger pack just comes right out. And take your end cap and just unscrew it. Then we just remove the barrel, bring it on out, and your bolt comes out and you pull it out. Then guys, you can just take your 4N and just remove it. This thing is so easy to disassemble. Now we're going to go ahead and bring it back over our tube, and then right here in this block, just set your bolt right here, making sure the bolt face is here, and then just bring this back. Then we're going to take our barrel, go ahead and put it on, take your tube cap, tighten it down, and take your little receiver. There's a little lip, it just fits in here, locks down. Take your pin, push it down, and guys, you're ready to go. That is so simple. And always with Rock Island Armory, they do have a limited lifetime warranty, and you can check out Rock Island Armory for more details. Now guys, when it comes to types of firearms, you know, you have your go-to rifle or your hunting rifle, you have a handgun, you may have a .22, but the shotgun has definite advantages in your firearm arsenal. You know, it's short range, but it's devastating up close. And of course, this can be used for hunting, it can be used for self-defense, home defense. I mean, there's a lot of options when it comes to shotguns. So whatever you do, guys, make sure you have a shotgun in your collection, because it fits a certain role that can't be matched with any of the other firearms. Now, a few pros and cons of the shotgun. It is a pump shotgun. It's very reliable. With the box-fed magazine, that is a huge advantage, and considering it's compatible with any of the other VR series of Rock Island Armory. And there are aftermarket parts and accessories that are already falling in line for these shotguns. It's just handy, it's lightweight. This would make an excellent home defense shotgun. 20-inch barrel, the sights are excellent. And so really, as far as anything that I could see, there's not really any cons to this shotgun. It just works. And again, the price is right. Now, unfortunately, because of the time that we're putting this video out before it's released, we don't have a price. But typically with Rock Island Armory, these are very affordable. And again, I want to thank Rock Island Armory for sending the VRPA40, or the VRPA40. This has been a great experience, and it's always good to get a good shotgun out to the range. Be strong, be of good courage. God bless America. Long live the Republic. And right here's a pin. Okay. Let's try that again. Bring it out. Bring out your trigger. Your trigger. 5-round magazines. Woo! What a ride! Good gosh, that's crazy. What a beast!